90 Days, 90 Reasons, Edgar Keret. He is an Israeli writer and filmmaker. Books have been published into 32 languages. Along with his wife, Shira, he directed the film Jellyfish, which won the Caméra d'Or Prize for the best first feature at Cannes in 2007. In 2010, he was named Chevalier of France's Order of Arts and Letters. Ooh, I think that's like one of the highest honors that the French government gives out. Reason number 64, I support Barack Obama because, despite enormous pressure, he refused to publicize a picture of bin Laden's corpse. When you killed an enemy, you cut off his head and impale it on the longest stick you could find. Nowadays, just upload a clip of the corpse on YouTube or email it to a file to Fox News. I remember every detail of the dead faces of Saddam Hussein's son looking out at me from my computer monitor during the Second Gulf War, and also the blurry clip of their father being executed. I never got to see bin Laden's corpse, and that was only because of one man. President Obama's decision not to publicize a picture of bin Laden's dead body was totally unexpected, and even though it passed with relatively few reverberations in the media, it was not an easy decision to make. The voices calling for the pictures to be made public sounded very reasonable. The world wouldn't believe it if they didn't see it. America's enemies would refuse to accept the facts. America's friends would continue to secretly suspect conspiracies. Nothing, in fact, could bring closure if we didn't open our browsers and see the shattered dead face of that boogeyman. But concealed beneath the seemingly sensible request was the unmistakable, vengeful text. Let us see. Let us see that bastard dead. During his first term, President Obama made decisions that were much more important to the future of America. But there was something about this minor decision that marked him as a true leader. After all, Obama had much to lose from not publicizing the picture, not because the experts explained that the president's humane act would strengthen America's enemies, who only understood force, but also because of the substantial number of voters who would be disappointed when their leader did not provide concrete proof of that military success. And if there was a bit of blood involved, so much the better. On the other hand, he had nothing to gain from not publicizing the picture. There were no active lobby for the protection of the rights of mega-terrorist corpses. In fact, to be more precise, there was only one thing Obama had to gain. His integrity would remain intact. And as any political advisor will tell you, integrity is a value with close to zero electoral power. President Obama's decision to authorize the assassination of the al-Qaeda commander was important and courageous, but the courage required to make it is of the familiar common kind that wins wars. Not to publicize the picture of dead bin Laden, that required a different kind of courage altogether. The courage to adhere to your personal, humane values in the face of enormous political and media pressure. And it is exactly the kind of rare courage that is needed to inspire hope. Edgar Keret, Tel Aviv, Israel, translated from Hebrew by Sandra Silverstone.